Admit my boy Q in here. Let's see if we can get my boy Q in here. I'm trying to admit him in here. Is that Q? Hello? Hey, Q, unmute yourself, bro. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, bro.
Oh, here you go. There you go. All right, bro. Hey, you good? You good?
No, bro. No. For so many reasons, bro. Like so many reasons. Bro, the person that iced the game was a rookie on special teams, bro, for the Patriots. He iced the game, basically, bro.
Rookie, special teams, iced the game.
By picking up that fumble at the end of the game.
All I gotta say is the Browns are the Browns. Like,
don't say it, bro. Stop, bro. Stop.
The Browns are the Browns, man.
It's not like Mike Tomlin. And when Mike Tomlin said it, the Browns did things that proved him wrong, bro. But when you say it just that way, as like there's nothing to prove to people right now. Like we can't prove anything to anybody. Like, first of all, if I pull up the stats real quick, like if I were to put this, let me put the stats today.
Put the stats up.
Let me pull up the stats because today was just like, bro,
it's crazy. Like the Patriots gave us so many options, like so many chances to go score. We just couldn't score.
Absolutely.
So,
and I'm not sure. What were you saying?
I'm not sure if it's like play calling or if it's just like not executing the plays, but it's getting crazy out there. Like, I don't know.
I'm not even gonna count with you. I was excited that Denzel was not playing today because
I was too, low-key.
I was like Emerson against Henry. No, not Henry. Wait, isn't it number one for the Patriots?
Parker, yeah, Devontae Parker.
Parker and the other guy. I was like, oh, like Emerson's obviously a bigger defensive back. He's gonna, and then I see the first drive.
The first drive, like, oh, forget about it. Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, that's the type of day it's gonna be. Then you see just getting swim moved by Hunter Henry. You see Jared Lyles.
Like Geno Smith, like, yo, you're seeing things that you should not happen. Like, that should never happen at all. I don't understand that. I don't get it.
What is going on, bro? And then like Jacoby Brissett, like, okay, first of all, when Jacoby Brissett, for one, is not a rollout quarterback. Like,
bro, we are doing that, bro.
We are 2-4. 2-4. This is unacceptable.
I'm like, every time he goes out, I'm just thinking to myself, like, throw the ball away. Don't even try to force it downfield.
Yeah.
Don't even force it.
I knew he was gonna underthrow it. I knew, like, when he did. And first of all, why are your first two plays pass plays?
Give it to Nick Chubb. Give it to Nicholas Chubb, bro. I keep saying it, bro. I hate when we're losing because, like, once we're losing, you can't run the ball. You gotta have to throw it. So it ruins the entire game plan.
But even when they were down by 15, I was thinking, run the ball. Because
give Nick Chubb some carries.
It's a 2-score game. It's like you can drive it down the field, get a 2-point conversion, or just an extra point.
Exactly.
Exactly. But you're trying to throw it, and you have Jacoby Brissett throwing another pick to Jalen Mills. Like, underthrew it. Like,
he hadn't beat Njoku, and Njoku beat him. Like,
and Cooper, bro. I know Brissett. Here's the thing. Because Donovan Peoples-Jones at this point, I can't find the game stats right now, but Donovan Peoples-Jones right now is only good for, like, the only time Brissett can hit him is on dig routes. Literally on dig routes. That's the only time, and out routes. But half the time, he can't even hit him on those. He's always diving out or something like that.
It's always like an off throw, like a couple yards off.
I'm not going to lie. When Brissett came into Cleveland, I was like, I'm kind of excited. Not because Brissett's this amazing guy. I was like, but he's going to get the job done. He's going to hand the ball off. He's going to spread the ball around, especially with Njoku getting paid. I mean, since it's going to be a running first offense, we're obviously going to get the tight ends involved with the top. And it just has not been like that whatsoever, bro. Like,
yeah, it's pretty tough to watch, like, because there's so much talent on our team, and we're not, like, today, like, 15 points. That's terrible. And they're all field goals except for like one. Wait, did we even score? Cooper scored. But other than that, like that's not, like, come on now, like, bro. And I don't trust, like after that, our punt return and dropped the ball. I don't trust him anymore. Like, you can't, like, that's like defense just held up. Defense got you a stop. and you go out there and drop a punt. I don't understand that. I don't I don't get it. I don't get it.
And the thing is, like this, and this is not really, but I know everybody's like fire Joe Woods at this point. Everybody's like fire Joe. The defense is not getting takeovers. I don't know what is up with the scheme that the defense is doing, but they are not taking away the ball. The pick for Delpit in week 1. Who else has picked the ball off? Who else has
it was week 1 and the Denzel Ward. That's it, I think.
Exactly. And
Garrett, we have too many talented players. Like Myles Garrett has like 3 strip sacks. We haven't recovered any of them yet.
Exactly.
Which is crazy.
Except the one today.
That's it. Only one. But I don't understand how. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like,
and the thing, like our defense, like we should have the best defensive back core, and even just defense, like top 5 in the league.
Top 5. It should be.
Greg Newsome,
Emerson,
Delpit,
Ronnie Harrison. Then you got JOK, Jordan. You got all these players.
It's like Ronnie Harrison. Like, where is he, bro? Like, where is he?
He's not even playing. He don't get playing time really.
Exactly. Like, bro, Ronnie Harrison should have established his spot. I'm not trying to make that. Delpit, I know why he got played, but Ronnie Harrison should be over Delpit. Like, Ronnie Harrison like played well in 2020.
Yeah, he did. He played really well.
He got himself like kicked out. Like 2021, he started off really bad, and kind of he had a bad year after that.
Even John Johnson's been playing iffy. Like,
exactly.
You're just not really having like there hasn't been one player consistently playing good on the defensive side of the ball. Like Myles Garrett's off and on, also injuries. So,
except Jacob Phillips. Jacob Phillips has been playing well.
Phillips is playing well. He's got to get more experience though. He's playing well.
It's just that's where it lies. The defensive backs, bro. The defensive backs is where it lies.
For being how talented like out of college these players are, and then it being so mid right now, I don't understand. Like, and Denzel Ward, like having now been in the league for 5 years, should have experience. Like he understands how like this things work, and he's just getting beat like constantly. He can't like I don't know. His tackling is different now. He's scared to tackle people. I don't understand that.
I'm not trying to.
He's like Greedy. He's like Greedy Williams now. It's like Greedy can't tackle.
By the way, Greedy, like first game back, I wasn't excited to watch Greedy Williams.
I was not feeling that. I'm like, no, bro.
Like, I didn't like Greedy Williams when they drafted
him. Get off the field.
Like not because it's just like he's very like he just doesn't like look like. I mean, maybe put him back at safety.
Yeah, but he can't even tackle, so you can't.
Ball hog and like he's just, and again, this is not like I'm not going at him, but he's just too skinny. Like he's
little. He's little.
Yeah. Like he's very slim, and it's very evident in the way he plays.
Like you can be little and then like have a mindset of like but he's just little and doesn't care. He's just like out there, like he doesn't. I don't know.
And he tries to stay attached to people, like he tries to stay on their hip, but he always holds them. Like
he's always holding.
That one PI
today. Yep.
Ramondre Stevenson, 19 carries, 76 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Like okay. If you think about it, they did better. They did better than the Atlanta game and last game, so they did better, but it's still not good.
But they were playing against Atlanta's second and third
string running back. Like come on,
if you were bottling up Cordero, but couldn't bottle up the second, and I know defensive line was getting tired. I understand that.
No Myles Garrett, no Tony.
Come on, bro. Come on.
That's insane. It's just like, how can you just? I don't understand how like the defense will play so good one week and then play so bad the next week, or then play like so good pass wise and then really bad defense like run game wise. Like just pick one and the shit can like consistent. I don't understand why they're always like off and on. It's just I don't understand that. I don't get it. Joe Woods, I feel like sometimes he has good plays, like, but then again, sometimes he blitzes too much, and then it's like they get open and free. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't.
Yeah, like the 3rd and 10, for example. I was like, I don't know, like when like the Browns really blitz. I haven't really seen him blitz. Okay, why did I look at this? Nick Chubb, 12 carries, 56
yards.
That's
what I'm saying. Like, bro, he should be getting in the first half alone to get that many carries in the first half.
And then Kareem Hunt, 4 carries, 12 yards. Like, there is no reason why some of the best backs in the league,
We're talking about talking about the number 1 back in the NFL and the top 15 back, top 12 back, only getting like both getting below 10 carries or 12 carries is not. That should never happen.
I'm saying, bro, like, look at where the Giants are at. The Giants are using Saquon in the Wildcat. I know the Browns is not the thing, but like, look at where our quarterback is at. Like 21 for 45.
They're making Zap like a Pro Bowl quarterback right now. Like, this is a second game in the league, or a second game. Like, come on, like, yo, I don't get, bro. This is it's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing to watch.
You ain't lying. Dude, it said the top tackling guy today was Grant Delpit with 7 tackles today.
If you have your safety making more tackles than linebacker, something's wrong.
Wait a minute. Owusu,
unless he's playing up in the box.
They said Owusu Kamara. This might not be correct. They said he had 1 tackle today, bro. But I the game. I didn't really see him.
Yeah, I didn't see him. Yeah, I don't remember seeing him out there.
Like I saw him play after a while, but I was like, "Where's Owusu Kamara making these plays?"
All I seen was him get like burnt by what's his name, the tight end, Jonnu Smith.
It looks like he read.
That's it.
You know, everybody makes mistakes. I'm not gonna act like everybody doesn't make mistakes, but it's just like I think of just like the Browns of the past. The number one and bro, the leader of our is what, week almost 7. And the lead of our team in interceptions, 1 pick, bro. Denzel Ward and Grant Delpit tied, bro. 1 pick. Like, bro, are you kidding? Myles Garrett, 3 sacks? I'm like I understand.
He has 5. He has 5 now. He has 5 now.
Okay.
But just like Myles Garrett is inconsistent. Sometimes I think I would appreciate if Myles would like bull rush more.
Yeah, we'll give him grace
because he goes around so much. It leaves open room for the running back or like the quarterback. Just like if you bull rush and close the pocket in, like you're strong enough to do that. Just doesn't use it though. I don't know.
I don't know why we don't play Alex Wright more. We drafted Alex
Wright. Yeah, I like Alex Wright. Yeah,
4th round. And then, like, I mean, I know he's played like a few games, but we don't play him that much.
I like him. Yeah, he play more too.
Like we have Isaac Rochelle out there. I'm not acting like these guys are decent players, but like, use the young talent that we have. These guys that have high motives.
Yep.
Instead of these veterans that like are sort of like they've been backups on other teams. You see, like Alex Wright is 6'5", 267, 4 tackles and 2 pass deflections in the times he's played.
You gotta
deflections, bro. Like you 6'5", you like, bro, put him out there.
And then I don't understand why we're playing man coverage on 30 and 5, and we're gonna put what's his name, Taki on the running back. Like why would you ever put Taki man-to-man situation? Like I don't like he's not. That's not what he does. That's not who he is.
Dude, I cannot wait until John Jones comes back. I cannot wait.
Taki, he's the last resort. He is the last resort.
And here's the thing, I like Taki's like energy, and I like
energy. That's it.
He gives a motor, and he can make plays eventually. I'm honestly, the last time I remember Taki making a play like that was a pick 6 against the Eagles. What was that? Years ago?
That was 2020. Yeah.
He's like, bro, that's what I mean. Like, and I know he makes like plays like tackles for losses, but like he's just like,
it's like for every 1 play he does good, we'll have like 5 bad plays.
Yeah,
like the ratio isn't there. I just don't understand. Like Taki's playing time, he shouldn't be in the game like on 3rd down, like man to man. That's just not who he's not in the game. He should not be out there. If you're going to man put like a DB in there who actually is like able to cover a running back. I don't know. Taki, that's not who you are. Come on now. I don't agree with that.
Speaking of people that should and shouldn't be in there, bro. David Bell. Where's David Bell?
Yeah, they're not targeting him enough. They don't target him enough. And I understand Cooper is number 1. Obviously, I understand that Cooper gets his targets. Peoples-Jones. But then again, David Bell isn't really getting open at the same time.
Number 2.
You said what?
Browns have made Njoku number 2 priority.
Yeah, they're giving him some targets. They're giving him a lot of passes. Like, and I'm okay with it right now because it seems to be working. But
I don't understand. Like, you are like. First of all, it's like this. I don't understand the scheming because it's like I understand we do like that little like empty set, but it doesn't like spread the defense.
I hate it. I hate the empty set.
Stop putting Chubb and Kareem out there.
Why would you put Nick Chubb on the outside? Why would you ever do that? Like what?
You're putting Chubb and Kareem running maybe like go routes, and then you're putting what, Cooper with a spot route, Cooper with like out route people's
generating people the hits. Like I don't get that.
Exactly. They're just like I think it's a scat concept. That's what most of them are. It's just like you're just aiming for the out routes. Mainly.
And I'm confused. Like, and we do a lot of motion, like pre-snap, a lot of motion with like receivers and tight ends. I don't like. What does that even do though? Like defenses aren't like. They're not getting confused by it. Like, and you see people Jones go across the field. So it's okay. Like, it's not like bothering. It doesn't like make anything
exactly.
happen. Like, kind of just doing extra movement for no reason. Then it's false start. Then it's receivers not set. So it's just making more noise for no reason. I don't get it. I don't know. It's just extra work.
And Jordan pointed out to me, Peoples Jones is a starting receiver, and he is owned in 4% of fantasy leagues. Like, bro,
because then he's like getting the ball.
It's like I understand his production, but like I understand like why he's only owned, but it's like he is a long threat. That's what he is. Like Peoples Jones is not a guy that will catch the ball and make you miss.
That's fast. Yeah. Possession receiver.
Is it his best time with Baker? Post, literally post, like literally.
Mm-hmm. Post, yeah, deep post.
That go route against the Bengals, it was a
Eli Apple. Yeah.
A few more touchdowns, like those long routes though. Like they need to stop hitting him on like because it's like he's just not like again Brissett. Because here's the thing: the run game should always set up the pass game. That's the way this entire season should have worked out. And it's just like it seems as I don't even know like what I mean. I know Stefanski is. I mean, I like Stefanski. Like I know people are gonna like critique Stefanski a bunch of stuff like that. I like him. I do like Stefanski. But sometimes like. And I understand he has a very hard job because it's like you have to accommodate people like Cooper, but then you have Chubb and Hunt in the backfield. But I'm thinking if I'm a coach, I don't care first if Cooper gets the ball that much. Like Cooper's going to get his touches. But the only way he can get his touches is if Chubb gets like 25 a game, Kareem gets 10 a game, and then you get like – because Cooper had 12 targets today. But that's not how we win games.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Cooper can't get 12 targets and we like win very often because Cooper, like Jacoby Brissett is not in that position where he can carry, like he can like throw it to Amari Cooper 12 times and Amari Cooper can catch it like 9 times. Because Brissett can't do that often.
The way the Browns offense is set up is the run game first. Like when the run game gets going, then the play action works and the passing works because defenses are trying to shift, stop the run. But when the run game doesn't work and they're passing the ball, it's not nothing's like they're not gonna. I don't like today. You run the ball with Nick Chubb 12 and Kareem 4, so that's like 16 times. That isn't enough to like make us like commit to the run. Like if it's not working, so I'm not gonna commit to it. So they know, and then we're losing. So they know we're passing the ball. They know we're gonna throw the ball, and they're sitting back there in coverage. And then you got Brissett, who's putting way too much air under the ball, throwing deep routes, getting picked off by Mills. Like he's throwing to Schwartz again, way too much air under the ball, and it got picked off, but it wasn't like a complete. And I'm tired of James Schwartz, bro. Just cut him, bro.
Yeah.
cut Schwartz right away.
We're going to call this the Anthony Schwartz show, bro. Because and here's the thing, maybe Anthony. I think Anthony Schwartz. Put Anthony Schwartz in a place like the USFL. Put him in a spring league. Like put him in a spring league because I think what this man really needs is he just doesn't need all the pressure.
Yep, that's true.
Like this that's man, true. And this man, I don't know what the Browns were thinking. Why did you get him? He didn't need this pressure. He should have dropped to like a fifth round pick. It should have been a straight returner. So then you gave him a chance to be a returner, and obviously
you see what happened there, yeah.
Again, his 40-yard dash is the same as his 20-yard shuttle. That shows his lateral move, his straight speed.
He is a track star.
Exactly. But when it comes to lateral speed, he can't, like, he's not shifty. Like, there's people like LaShawn McCoy who are like, woo, can make a miss. Mm-hmm. And then there's people, and then there's like stiff people. And Anthony Schwartz,
like DK Metcalf, stiff, but just fast.
Exactly. Anthony Schwartz is very stiff. I would love to see Anthony Schwartz because I wish the NFL. The only reason that I wish the NFL had like because I know the USFL is very separate, but I wish it was like almost like a G League, like
kind of sort of yeah.
Because the thing is like if Anthony Schwartz goes out of the NFL after a while, it's going to be considered a demotion. But what I think he could blow up in these spring leagues. I think that's what Anthony Schwartz needs. He doesn't need the NFL because he's not doing anything.
Who get like. he's just a placeholder at this point. A placeholder. Like, he's just on the field. No one's worried. No one, like, when you see number 10 on the field, no one's worried about him. Not even worried about Anthony Swift. No one's like, oh shoot, he's fast. No one cares. No one's worried about him. Like at this point, Harrison Bryant is more of a threat than Anthony Schwartz at this point, which is crazy to say.
Bryant and Harrison Bryant can catch the ball better.
Better, yeah, way better. Anthony, that dude has like 5 drops and like 1 catch. Anthony Schwartz. I don't know. I think he needs to get cut right away. Trade him for like a pick, like a late round pick. I don't know. Do something because he's not. I want to see Dearness Johnson in the game more, but
yeah,
Kareem. So I still put him at kick returner. I trust him more than anybody else returning the kicks. Yeah. But he's talented. He's just talented, but we already have 2 good backs, so it's hard to get him in the game. It's just hard.
Yeah. And at the end of the thing, bro, literally, again, I got so irritated because I'm watching the game, right? And I just see like Hunter Henry. What do you have? 2 touchdowns? Like, he had 2.
I think no, he had.
Maybe I just saw somebody else score. But I saw Hunter Henry score, and I like after that little swim move, and then I saw them throw the pick, and I saw Patriots score again. I'm just like, I'm done. So I go take a nap. I go take a nap, woken up because my little brother's yelling. Then you tell me, oh, you should tune back in. I'm like, 24-15. Okay, 24-15. Like, okay, maybe the Browns got a shot. And then I turn right back on. Literally, as soon as I turn back on, literally the fumble. Literally, I just see him muff it. And I'm thinking, first of all, like, I'm thinking back to it. Like, I'm not gonna harp too much on him. I think he's an undrafted rookie. I'm not, or maybe the guy that picked up
you missed before that too.
Yeah, but bro, like, why are you taking that? If I'm not mistaken, inside the 10.
Just let it go.
It was inside the 10. Like, I know, and it's like the sun's in your eyes. Like, it's like, bro, just let the ball go. Like,
let it go, or just like, bro. And then before that, you do onside kick, and we get the ball, but Mr. AJ Green wants to go out of bounds and touch the ball. Like, I don't. AJ, listen. If you ever see this video, if you ever see this, AJ, I need you to have more awareness of your body and more football IQ. Don't go out of bounds and touch the. Don't go out of bounds and touch the ball when your teammate literally has it. Oh my, AJ. Oh my God, I cannot believe he did that, man. That's crazy. That's really crazy to me.
By the way, speaking of AJ Green should get more reps. He's actually
better than Greedy. I trust him more than Greedy.
Exactly. Greedy. Bro, Greedy Williams. I think the only reason Greedy Williams might be playing is so they can get a trade package for him. So they can get.
I think it's because he's tall. It has length. That's what I think it is. He's like 6'2", has that length. But he's not really good though. He's just not doing anything. I don't know. He's not a threat.
You know, he reminds me of? He reminds me of Justin Gilbert. You remember Justin Gilbert?
Justin Gilbert.
That's what Williams reminds me of. Because he was taken, what? They were both taken in the first round, correct? Oh, no, he was taken in the second round.
Second round.
Yeah, but they are both just like Green
just
Williams,
below average.
Green Williams has played 4 years. I know he's been hurt for a while. This man has 12 PBUs his entire career.
So that's like 3 games.
And last year was his best year. I mean, obviously, like 41 tackles, 10 PBUs, 2 picks.
2 picks, yeah.
It's just like, but like, his game does not have the ability to really train. It just does. He's 185. He's lanky. He is not going to. It's like I hate the way most of these DBs hit in the league now. Anyways, like, stop hitting with your helmet. Stop. It's stupid. Like, stop. Like if you're going against Nick Chubb, if you're going against DeAndre Stevenson, any decent running back, that's good. Stop coming up with your helmet to the side and just thinking you can hit them in their shoulder pad and they'll go down. Like what happened to guys actually winning a rap insecure? What happened to that?
Yeah, you don't really get many cornerbacks you can tackle. Like, obviously, like, Ramsey is one of the best tackling cornerbacks. Denzel Ward was. I don't know what happened this year. He was good at tackling. But Greg Newsom's he'll tackle you. But it's just like Greedy is if I was an offensive coordinator and I saw 26 on the field, I run the ball his side almost every play. Like, run the ball toward Greedy because he will not tackle. You can't. First of all, he's easy to block because he doesn't have any strength. So you'll block him out of bounds probably. He's gone. And if you don't block him, he won't tackle you because
Exactly.
he's scared. He's little. He ain't doing nothing, bro. He ain't doing nothing.
Bro,
He's not a threat.
Anthony Schwartz is 6 foot 186.
He's a
Bro,
track body.
So if I'm 186 and 6 foot and I run a 4.2, I promise you, like just about, and again, I'm not, this is not the Anthony Schwartz show, but it's like, bro, like 186, like it's like either we have to do something to get Anthony Schwartz involved to where like he gets crazy confident, like Anthony Schwartz should be our number 2 receiver. Like he is 6 foot 186 and runs a 4.2.
Yeah, he has that make.
Hey, nobody should stop this man. But like we have Donovan Peoples-Jones. And again, like I know we're working with what we got. And then Michael Woods is still hurt, right? Or
he played today. He played today. He had 1 catch. Like in like the final 2 minutes. It was like might have been like the quietest game ever. At the end 2 minutes, just so quiet. Like a high school game. It looked bad out there.
Like, bro, what are we doing? Like
I gotta say that. I said this is the thing. Anthony Schwartz, obviously, he's not getting deep on anybody. He's not burning anybody. Like, and if he does, I don't trust Brissett throwing the ball that far without getting picked because he doesn't throw the ball deep that well.
Mm-mm.
I would say, yeah, Anthony Schwartz would be good on end arounds and reverses and all that, but you can't do that forever because obviously they're gonna figure it out. Exactly. I would say get him a receiver screen like a bubble screen, but then again, he hasn't shown us he can catch the ball. So throw it to him, might drop it, then it's a fumble. You can't risk it because he doesn't catch the ball.
Like that's a down. Like that's literally one of the 3 tries you have. Like you know what I mean? Like one of the 3 tries you have, and then 4th, obviously, if you don't get it, you have to punt. It's a lot of trust. Exactly.
They threw him the ball twice today, 2 times in a row. He drops them both. He drops them completely both. He's wide open. No one's near him. He just drops it twice. I don't understand, like, how a grown man in the NFL can drop a wide open slant route. I don't get that. I just don't understand.
Do you think Anthony Schwartz? I mean, obviously, this is not the best comparison when it comes to like skill and like presence. But do you think he's the Ben Simmons of the NFL, bro? Because Ben Simmons mentally
high draft, like high praise, high like,
and mentally Ben Simmons literally took like a mental year basically off of basketball because he was like overthinking so much.
Yep,
like if you take Ben Simmons out of a layup situation, if he shoots any sort of a jump shot, it's like that's a miss because of overthinking. Again, I would love to see Anthony Schwartz in one of these like spring leagues because that's what people like Anthony Schwartz deserve to be in. And that's not any disrespect to him. He deserves to play football, but maybe just a lower level so he could actually get confident.
Yeah, because in the NFL right now, it's not working for him right now. Like, yeah, I think Cleveland is a hard place to be at for a young receiver or young anybody because Cleveland is just so hard. Like, yeah, like Cleveland fans, the whole entire like, just like Cleveland, like how Cleveland is. If you come in here and you're supposed to be like this really good, like, you know, quarterback or running back or high praise, and you just don't do what you like, don't do good, the fans are gonna like eat you up. They're booing him. Like, it's not even. I feel bad for him, low key. I feel bad for him.
I feel bad for Brissett because here's the thing: Brissett is like a game manager. But here's the thing: like Brissett, like he's not made to do everything. Like I know he played pretty badly today. And first of all, there should be no. I just noticed Jacoby Brissett has thrown like 21 completions in 4 straight games. Like take that as you will, but he's thrown 21 completions like straight, like in 4 straight games. And here's the thing, like, but today he just again like Jacoby Brissett is not meant to play the hero. He can't be the hero. He's just not. He's a very bread and butter quarterback who gets the job done. But here's the thing, but you have to get again. You have to give Chubb more carries, and you have to when you have those mismatches, because that's what a mismatch was. Amari Cooper on whoever Patriots corner was, and he was like, trash talking him after.
There's no corner over there. There's no corner who can guard.
I saw Amari Cooper with that little and he was gone. If Brissett puts that in bounds, like bro, like that's a touchdown. Like, and
there was one play where he did it. One play in the red zone, or I think we're like at the 30-yard line, and Joku ran a seam route, and Cooper ran a go route. It was 1-on-1 with Cooper, and then the safety played over the top of Njoku, and Brissett forced it in between Njoku and the linebacker. But you had Cooper wide open on the side. Like I'm talking about wide open, beat the corner bad, and he just missed him. Like Brissett likes that high point pass, like the high point ball to Njoku a lot. But Cooper's getting open. Like you have to. I don't know. You don't want to force it on Cooper every single play because obviously you can't do that. But don't force double coverage with Njoku. Like he's all right. And then single coverage with one of the best route runners in the NFL. So I don't know.
Belichick, what he said about Njoku.
Bro,
Njoku's the best.
I'm like, look, I'm thinking like, is he the best? Like, I mean, I know we had Gary Barnidge. 1 year was good. Like 1 year, Gary Barnidge was like a good tight end, but he might be one of the best Browns tight ends, which is kind of sad to think about. Like, I mean, he's been here, 5 years now? 6 years? And then Myles Garrett injury.
Really, and maybe the stats haven't been updated, but he's really only a yard behind Amari Cooper when it comes to receiving yards in Njoku. And the thing is, Cooper has 20 more targets. I was watching the Falcons game. People are like, Cooper was getting locked up. No. Brissett cannot get the ball to Cooper.
Brissett is just Brissett. I think low key. But I feel like low key Brissett. Like I feel like Brissett low key. Like before every single play, he'll like pick his receiver to the ball too, pick it, and then if it's not open, he'll like scramble, and he just does too much. And I don't know. It's just like. Yeah, with Deshaun Watson to come back, obviously, and play right now, because I feel like he'll give us that spark that we need from the quarterback position. Like it's a crazy upgrade, but
this season is so disappointing.
It's actually terrible. Like we honestly, we should be 1-5. Like Cade York, that kicked the first game of the season. That should not have. We should have lost to the Panthers right now. We honestly should be 1-5.
And just as easily, I could say we should be 2 we
should be 3 and 4-2.
Should have beat the Chargers.
Yep.
We should be 3 and whatever it is.
3-3. Yeah, we could have like 1 win, or we could have 3 wins right now, which is. And I'm not. And this is my thing about Stefanski. Stefanski is one of the best coaches when his team is leading in the third quarter or fourth quarter, because we have the run game to run the clock down, obviously. But whenever we're losing, I have not one time seen Stefanski lead us to a comeback to win the game. Yeah. Any quarterback, being last year, like I think 2021, we were losing to the Cardinals, we couldn't come back and win. Losing to the Chargers, couldn't come back and win. Losing to the Patriots in New England, couldn't come back and win. This year, losing to who lost you last week? Chargers?
Yeah, Chargers, yeah.
Couldn't come back and win that game. This game, couldn't come back and win this game. Like, week 1, he barely came back and won that game. That kid was like, he doesn't like. I understand we're a run team first, but when we're losing, we need good play calling for us to come back and win the game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But he just kind of doesn't. I don't know. It's just not good play calling.
Yeah.
Like I understand. I understand. Like you want to throw the ball, but you have the best running back in the NFL, the best O lineman, like one of the best O line. Actually, today was kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie, but one of like the best O line groups. You could have ran the ball and got like 6 yards instead of an incomplete pass or a sack. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. Like Stefanski's play calling is good until like halftime. Then after that, it's kind of just iffy.
Yeah, absolutely. And then like our next few weeks, we have like this is when people like this is why we had to start off so hot, because people were like, when it's going to be difficult. We have Baltimore, and
that's
I know Baltimore has not been playing well. I know, but the way we've been playing,
we play them is
Lamar Jackson might have 200 yards passing and rushing.
Yep.
Who's going to stop Jamar Chase? Who's going to stop T. Higgins? Who's going to stop Tyler Boyd? Who's going to stop me?
Joe Mixon. Yeah. Who's gonna block what's his name? Richard? No,
Hendrickson.
Who's gonna block him? Because Wills has been looking rough. Coughlin is come on, bro. Like,
and then after that, we have this is Miami and Buffalo and Tampa Bay.
Okay, so we know Miami's that.
Miami, Buffalo, Tampa Bay. Like, are you kidding me? Like that those are.
We're playing them in Buffalo too. We're playing Buffalo in Buffalo. It's just like
we actually are.
Honestly, we could win 5 games this year. We could be a 5-win team, honestly, this year.
That is so, again, disappointing.
All this talent on our team, all this talent. You have 2 all-pro running backs, 2 all-pro guards. You have an all-pro quarterback. You have a former all-pro receiver. You have all-pro DN. Like, how many all-pros do we need to win, 10 games? This is. You have a head coach of the year. Like, I don't understand what else we need.
Exactly.
What else do we need? Like, I don't understand. Like, all this talent, we just can't win games. Yo, Cleveland, the Browns, bro.
It is so disappointing because the Browns lose, like people don't understand. People lose games in heartbreaking fashion, and every fan understands that. But the Browns lose in a way that only the
Browns could lose to. Yep.
They lose in a way like a 3rd and 10, for example. Just 9 out of 10 times it's gonna be 3rd and 10. If a team runs it, they are not
scoring a touchdown, right? Like, yo, how do you let that?
Somehow Cleveland allows that. The Jets game started.
Don't even start, bro. Touchdown, onside kick, touchdown. Come on, like, yo, what are we? And then a pick. Like, what are we doing? Like,
we let the Jets score in the fastest fashion, get the onside, score again, and then give us.
What are we doing? What are the Browns doing? I have it. There's not one player on the any side of the ball that I'm okay with right now, except for maybe Nick Chubb and some of the linemen. I'm not really happy with mostly one player who's oh, he's doing great this year. I'm just excited for him because everyone has had such an inconsistent year. Like Kareem Hunt, even Kareem is kind of iffy this year.
Yeah, and here's the thing: even the teams we have beaten, Carolina, Pittsburgh,
come on.
Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh, they beat the Buccaneers today because their defense had that dog in them today. It was not because of quarterback play. It was simply Najee Harris was playing well. Mm-hmm. They had that one kickoff return that went for 80 yards.
Yep.
And the defense was playing really well. They were standing up Leonard Fournette. They were forcing Brady into tight throws. The defense stood up. That's the reason why Pittsburgh won. The way Pittsburgh normally, obviously they had Big Ben back then and other weapons, but the defense did what the defense for Pittsburgh normally does. When they played against us, it was not the case. Amari Cooper had one and we were playing against what? Trubisky. We should have stopped this team. And we barely
won. Our defense, like Denzel Ward was even just bad that game.
Exactly. The only reason why the score even looks like that is because of the touchdown.
The touchdown. You got Denzel Ward giving up yards to Deontay Johnson. Okay, I understand. Deontay's a good receiver, but Denzel, you're supposed to be top 5. You're supposed to lock that down. You're supposed to do that. And he couldn't stay with him.
$100 million.
$100 million, and he's been playing one of the worst. He's playing he doesn't care. I got paid. I'm good. Yo, nah, bro. We need to play right.
I don't know. Yeah, and I'm not gonna assume too much because Denzel Ward getting my guy. Literally, one of my probably if I had to name a favorite player, he's my favorite. But he's been playing with it seems like that mentality of I'm him, I'm that guy. But
you're not showing it.
You're still in that talking if you're that guy or not. Honestly, this year was the year to prove whether you were that guy or not.
There's not many quarterbacks who are confirmed that guy, except for maybe 2 in the league.
Exactly. You've had about 3 or 2 picks every year. Great. Last year you had 10 PBUs. The year before that you had 18. You've been good.
Good.
Exactly. Good. But it's this was your year to prove I'm great. I'm that guy.
This is your year to prove that you're. This is your year to be a 3rd team, 2nd team All Pro, Pro Bowler. This is that year, and he's just he's just right now. He's just like, oh, he's a good corner. He's a good corner. It's Denzel. He's good. You know, he's all right. He's not like nothing like he isn't a threat.
Exactly, bro. I miss low key Greg Williams, bro. The way Greg Williams had him, like the way
Greg had him locked up.
Like I remember when that team, because when like obviously his rookie year, bro, they were getting the ball and like they had like 7 takeaways in like 3 games.
Yeah, he had the most in the league.
And I don't know what it is like. And Clowney, I mean, I hope he gets better because Clowney's been hurt like so much recently.
Yeah,
but it's like, where are the takeaways? Like, why doesn't Greg Newsom have a pick? Why doesn't Greg Newsom have a pick in his career? It has to be scheme at this point. Greg Newsom is man to man, and not
it's just confusing. I remember 2018. I remember that the rookie year of Greg, or not Greg, but the rookie year of Nick Chubb and Baker and all them. And I remember Ward had 2 in his first game. Like and then Miles had strip sacks and forced fumbles. Like we had like 4 turnovers in that first game. Like we got turnovers. Now we have the same players here, but Miles is still getting his strip sacks, just that they're not recovering them. And then Ward, I don't know, he's not. There's like no turnovers whatsoever. Like if we get 10 turnovers this year, I'd be surprised. If you get 10, I'd be surprised as a team. Because right now we're on pace for like, what is it? We have 2 in 6 games. We're on pace for 4 turnovers this entire year.
Yeah.
That like 4, like come on, like yo, that should be like 3 weeks. You get 4 turnovers or 2 games.
This has to be scheme, bro. It has to be scheme.
It has to be.
This man, Greg Newsom, has 1 PBU all year. And why do I see Greg Newsom playing the slot? Like, I'm not sure like that. I understand, but it's like put like most of these receivers that are gonna kill the Browns specifically are in the slot. Put Martin Emerson on them. Do you see what happens when you put Martin Emerson on those like those bigger receivers? Devontae Parker.
You see Mike Williams last week on that 4th down?
Dude,
shut that down completely.
Exactly.
And then when
put Greg Newsom on those guys. Greg Newsom should not be in the slot. He shouldn't. He should be guarding the outside. Him and Ward, even though Ward again has been real weird. And then put Emerson and AJ Green and trade Greedy off to like the Patriots.
Yeah, Greedy needs to. I just do not have any faith in him. When I see him on the field, I'm like, well, that's a catch right there for the receiver. But I have no faith in Greedy Williams. None. Like with Denzel, I'm like maybe Denzel, you know, he'll make some plays here and there. Greg Newsom has more of that dog mentality. He's the Cleveland Brown, and more than Denzel Ward is. Yep. Denzel Ward to me like that pretty boy, that pretty corner, you know. He like that pretty corner. Like, bro, you're in Cleveland, bro. You better start playing like a grown man. Like, don't play like he's that pretty. Come on, like, bro, you better come on.
I'm saying,
dude,
he's the same dog we had like a few years ago, bro.
He's not. Yeah, rookie year he came in. I honestly hope that Greg does not turn out like Denzel in that mindset. Like came in like swinging, then kind of every year he kind of like just like got more and more less like.
Man, kind of focused on like getting picks more, not like really like, you know, making tackles and stuff like that. Yeah, like getting the ball, but not really focused again on like making plays and stuff like that.
Yeah,
gotta be focused on that. And then obviously it's just like a big. I mean, because it's like we don't like we haven't had. I mean, yes, we have Clowney out. You know, obviously we had Teller out today. I think.
Yep, Garrett got hurt just now.
Got hurt today. That's why we had the other guy come in.
Ward out.
See out. Like
Leon Jones is out right now.
Yeah, but it's like I look at like the only injury that I see that is like really like hurt us, like, you know, kind of going on like Ford is Anthony Walker. Like we don't have any crazy injuries that are like it like. And I thought Conklin coming back would like tremendously improve our team.
Not really.
I thought it would. But Anthony Walker, because Anthony Walker is like that solid piece that we need. Anthony Walker is consistent. He's solid.
He wasn't great. He would get the job done correctly, like how he's supposed to.
Anthony Walker, man, I liked Anthony Walker. I'm sorry that he's obviously out for the season, but like it's just like it's getting like I'm really just again like because I've seen the Brown. I've been a Browns fan since 2009. I've seen so many of these seasons. But the thing that makes it the most disappointing is when I watched those seasons, I was expecting the Browns to lose every single game.
Yep.
Browns versus Ravens, Joe Flacco, Derek Mason. Oh yeah. Like then we stole one, and the fans are going tearing the goalpost. But if we play the Ravens now, it's like Browns might be a favorite. We got Cooper, we got Ward, we got Garrett. Like
you got Sean, you got both. Like, come on now, like
we are the favorites, and it's like, but we still are playing like it was that time. Like the ghost of the past is still present. So we're playing, and Brissett is way too be playing like those quarterbacks back then used to play. Like Brissett is better than Brandon Weed. He's better than Jason Campbell. He's better than those guys. Like Jake
better than Colt McCoy.
Exactly. Like he's better than those guys. So why? Like Brissett has 5 touchdowns and 5 picks. Like bro, Brissett. Like bro, you are throwing like Baker Mayfield. Like that's who you're looking at
for real
now. Like, and you're not anything like Baker Mayfield. The defenses are
completely different play styles. Yeah,
the defense is not forcing you into a throw. You are simply not putting enough oomph when you need to. Baker Mayfield, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks. Looking like Brissett.
Like, come on now.
Looking like Brissett.
And then Brissett thinks he can run the ball when it's not who he is. Like, stop trying to force it and run the like just like obviously run the ball when you have to, but don't just try to scramble every single play. You were in the pocket today. He was in the pocket. He was fine. He like scrambled, took off. Like, just stay in the pocket. You're fine. Like, no one's even near you.
And the thing, is, like, even if Deshaun Watson comes back,
right?
Do you think he can even do anything with this team?
At this point, we're gonna just try to get him. I think we're gonna have a losing record this year. I think when Deshaun comes back, the entire last 6 games for him is gonna be getting chemistry with his teammates. That's not gonna for next year. It's not gonna be any expectations to win games and go to playoffs. Like, we're already done. Like, I think personally, the season's over now. Like, when you lose to the Jets at home and the Falcons, your season is kind of just like it's like you have a 10% chance of going to the next stop.
And
like you're
like I know the Jets are playing a lot better. Like, because the Jets are playing like they're
good. They're like 3-2. Yeah.
The thing about that specific game is
4-2.
We're better than the Jets.
Yep.
Like we were better. Like we played better the entire game. And
the score was 31-15 with 2:30 in the game left.
Exactly. And then we gave up. Like, then we gave it up. The Jets are playing again well.
They're playing good, yeah.
Packers. They beat the Packers today.
In Green Bay.
The Jets are, and they make plays when they have to. But that game, that was Cleveland throwing the game away. That's what that. Like, the Jets should not have won it. Atlanta. I'm sorry, Atlanta should not have beaten Cleveland. Like they just shouldn't have. It's that simple. Atlanta is fine, but Marcus Mariota, there's no reason why he should have what. Of course, so ironic. I have a alarm set for 5:45 and it's it's the barking sound. So ironic because that's not what the Browns were doing at all.
They were no. And this is my issue for the next upcoming games. Like, obviously, every single person in the NFL knows, like, the Browns are a run team. Everyone knows that. But if you know football, you know Browns run team. And we're going to be playing some of the best run defenses in these next coming games. And it's like, okay, once we can't run the ball anymore, do we really trust Brissett to win the game with his arm? No. No one trusts Brissett to win the game with his arm completely. Like, I think he can get touchdowns. Like, he can probably throw a couple touchdowns here and there.
Yeah.
But, like his career high is 2 touchdowns in a game. Like, 2 in a game. Like, that is lets you know right there. Like, he's a quarterback who can throw, but he isn't gonna like go crazy for 350 or like he's not doing that. That's not what he does. And you're telling me we're gonna play Buffalo, which is the second best run defense in the league, in Buffalo. Like, Nick Chubb is not gonna get anywhere, and I do not trust Jacoby Brissett in Buffalo to no. I just don't know how to feel about this. Well, I don't know how to feel about this.
Micah Hyde's gonna have a field day. Jordan Poyer's gonna have a field day.
Gonna go crazy.
It's just
Von Miller's gonna go crazy. Von Miller might have 3 sacks.
Yeah, especially if he's lying because Jedrick Wills. And here's the thing, Jedrick Wills. I said
that dude is a pretty boy.
If there's one thing I give credit to Jedrick Wills for, it's his drift. Jedrick Wills is always
it. That's all he got. That's all he got.
But it's like I heard from some statistics he's been getting better, but it's just like straight out of Bama, this guy should have been dominating the league. I feel like if you were starting at Bama, and I look at his stats.
Number 10 pick, top 10 pick,
second team All-American,
yeah.
First SEC. You should be like dominating. Like, but but it's just you don't see it.
Like he's a top 10 pick in the draft. Like you should be like, come on, like you should be like up there, like one of the best tackles in the game. And he's just playing mid. He's just like an average guy. Just like a guy you put in there.
You know, I think the major thing we can do as Browns fans and anybody that just even supports them remotely is just lower our expectations.
Never expect anything. Never.
Like now, because when I lower my expectations, I think about when Deshaun Watson, because that's all really I'm thinking about at this point. Like when Deshaun Watson comes back, the season is going to be like when they used to have Brian Hoyer and Johnny Manziel come in, like those late games where the Browns had no chance of making the playoffs, but it was just fun to watch football.
Football, yeah, entertainment.
Anytime when you put anytime besides 2020, anytime when you put odds, the odds of the Browns having to make the playoffs or them in contention, they always do something.
You remember 2018 and Baker came in, Nick Chubb came in, they're rookies, and we were we won 7 games, and then all season we got Odell Beckham, and everyone's like, oh yeah, 2019 playoffs, here we go Browns, and then we just had 6 wins, we were just terrible. Every single time we get hyped for the Browns, a season, it's never what we expect. It's always the opposite. Because in 2020, no one was expecting them to do anything good, and they were just playoff team. But it's every single time we get hyped, they just disappoint. I guess I don't know. It's just
It's and this is no disrespect because again I love the Browns, but it's
I love the Browns, man.
I feel like the Browns are low key a placeholder in the NFL. They are there to win games, not when it matters, but it's just to win games when they're not expected. Because when the Browns are they play Baltimore. I think they might get a win in between Baltimore and Cincinnati. They might win at most. Lose against Miami, lose against Buffalo, and lose
Tampa Bay. We'll see what happens. Tampa.
It's 3-8, 3-9, or something like that. And then from there, it's you get okay, we know we're out of the playoffs. Let's just have fun. That's why I feel the Browns are for. It's the Browns, they play Cincy late in the season, can kill their playoff chances. Okay, then that's what the Browns are for. But they're not for hey, the Browns can never remain first in the division and keep it going. Ever.
Oh, never, ever. They never can.
There's always something. Always. I don't know what it is. It's just, again, people can say, "Oh, I'm a Cleveland fan," I understand what pain. You do not understand what pain is as a Cleveland fan.
You'll never understand. You never understand football annoyance until you're a Cleveland fan or a Detroit fan or some fan of an organization that's just not ever been really in the Super Bowl era. The Browns have never been really good. We had a couple good years here and there. Obviously back in the 80s, but before our time, we don't know. But we had a couple good runs, good seasons, but it's just not the Browns. At this point, I don't expect to win ever. But I never expect us to win at this point. Going the way going how it is now. These next games, I'm never gonna say, "Oh, hey, Browns got this today. We got this one."
Yeah.
Because last time I did that, we lost to the Jets. So
exactly.
I'm done.
I was being overly cocky, but I was okay, we outmatched them. And that's
completely.
The Browns. Like you were saying, like Greg Newsome has that. He's a Brown. The Browns need.
He's a Brown.
That are the Browns need to have the ideology that the Patriots have, but the Browns are obviously not on that level. When the Patriots have players, it's that player's a Patriot. When the Browns need the same thing, because the Patriots, you have people like Bailey Zappi, who obviously torched the Browns today, but he is becoming a decent quarterback. Somewhat because he's playing a Patriot. DeAndre Stevenson, he's not an amazing running back, but he's a Patriot.
I feel like every single Patriot running back is always they're always good enough to get the job done. They're never great, but they're the last running backs in recent years, Damian Harris, Tony Michelle, they're never really great, but they always get the job done.
Exactly.
In a good way. It's never bad. It was decently good.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the Browns need to have that same. We need to stop trying so hard to pick up stars in the offseason. We need to stop. Like honestly, I know Amari Cooper has done so much for us, but and this might be so controversial because I know Amari Cooper's been that bright spot. But that's the problem. Like I knew when we got Amari Cooper, he was going to be like, we got to get Amari Cooper touches. We got to get him his yards. But we don't need a person to be like, we need to get him his yards. We should have gotten, I don't know, some smaller name receiver and then built around what we already have. So if David Bell breaks out, if Peoples-Jones breaks out, if Njoku breaks out, then they break out from the foundation of not just being a second option. But because we have to get the ball to Cooper. And then when Jacoby Brissett can't throw go routes down the seam or down the sideline, it's like, oh, like, well, there we go. Like our number one receiver option is gone. Like we don't need stars. We re-signed Clowney because he got his career kind of revitalized in Cleveland a little bit. So that was good. He's starting to play more like a Cleveland Brown, but we don't need stars.
It just brings too much attention to ourselves. Too much attention that we don't need. That's not winning.
Exactly. Like even like for example, this offseason, if Kareem Hunt gets let go, I'm okay with it. Because like I'm literally okay.
I'm at the point,
And plus, like you said, we both want to see Dearness Johnson. I'm not saying Dearness is better than Kareem, but I
trust Dearness Johnson. I trust him to go to work.
He's
the Cleveland Brown.
Exactly. But I'm fine having a smaller name but more production. Because I know if I put Dearness Johnson back there, I'm honest. If I put Dearness Johnson back there instead of Kareem Hunt right now, Dearness Johnson is going to get more yards. Like right now. Because hungry. Like I know Kareem Hunt at the beginning of the season plays hungry and all that type of stuff, but recently, and he just hasn't been getting that many touches. But it just has not been looking that good. But when you put Dearness Johnson in, it's like whoa! Like I was loving watching Dearness Johnson run.
2021, bro, I loved it. Yeah, I was loving that against the Patriots, against the Broncos. I loved it. Yeah,
that's like Cleveland. Like that's what Cleveland needs to be full of. People that were counted out. That not all these pretty boys.
Underdog.
Yes, they say a few people like Myles Garrett came into his own. He became a star as a Cleveland Brown. Yeah. As a Cleveland Brown. He's a hard worker. Denzel Ward has become who he has become. I mean, he's been playing sus recently.
Pretty boy.
But starting off his career, he played like a Cleveland Brown. Really talked too much. Way too much. Not enough production. A Cleveland Brown like Nick Chubb. A Cleveland Brown. Even Njoku is becoming more like a Cleveland Brown.
Joe Petonio, Cleveland Brown. He's been here forever.
White Teller, Cleveland Brown.
Cleveland Brown. Like, come on now.
Not a Cleveland Brown. Not a Cleveland Brown, bro.
Pretty boy. Hey, that dude is funny, bro.
That's what we need. Like it's sad, bro. Like I'm literally looking at like all around the league. I'm watching Red Zone today, and I see all these names that the Browns let go on their defensive lines. They're just making all these plays. I see Larry Ogunjobi,
right? Ogunjobi, Emmanuel Ogba, yeah.
While for the Patriots, Danny Shelton, bro.
Yep, I remember him.
Like all these guys, like doing like these great things.
You gotta marry.
What if we just had remained patient?
Could you imagine now, Myles Garrett on one side, Emmanuel Ogba on the other side? Because Emmanuel Ogba has had 9 sacks in the last 2 years in each season, like which is really good. 9 sacks is good for an edge rusher. Like, could you imagine have both of them and then Ogunjobi let go? I mean, Ogunjobi, he's
we don't have a good middle presence.
We don't.
Don't like anytime I see them making tackles in the backfield, it's like, yeah, I hear Isaac Rochelle every once in a while, but it's like I hear a lot of like linebacker names or like Del Pitt coming up and tackling, which Del Pitt, that's what he should be used for.
Del Pitt does tackle good. He tackles really good.
Del Pitt out of coverage, like for real. Like put Del Pitt, not that he's the same at all, but put him in that hybrid that they put like Jabril Peppers in and they put Cam
Jamal Adams in. That kind of hybrid.
Exactly. That's
like when you see your starting strong safety getting broke by Hunter Henry, you know that's not his job. I'm like, yo, no, never again, bro. I'm like, no, that gotta stop.
Done. I'm like, come on, Del Pitt.
That gotta stop. We cannot allow that to happen ever again. Hey, I want to ask you some questions. I'm gonna name some receivers, and I want you to say if there would be a better fit for our team, like a good fit for our team. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
All right, Julio Jones. Would he fit as a Cleveland Brown in our system?
In our system, yes.
Julio Jones? I think so.
Here's what I say. Julio Jones is not a like throw him a go and he'll catch it. He's more of like a run a curl come back to it and catch it. And he's not like, he doesn't need like the yards anymore like Cooper does. Like, I'm not saying Cooper is yard hungry, because I feel like Cooper does in the mentality of a Cleveland Brown. He does. But like, it's like Julio Jones does not require the same, like, he doesn't require the same, like, you don't have to worry about him as much as you did back then. So he would work for our system.
Okay. This one is iffy. Odell Beckham. Would he fit in now?
I don't think he would fit because of percent, but we need an Odell Beckham type of player.
Okay, so you wouldn't fit into our quarterback situation, which I agree, because Brissett couldn't get him the ball enough. He didn't really get any receiver the ball enough, except for Njoku. So
we need a receiver that can like make people miss.
Yeah, get yards after the catch.
Exactly. We need that, because Njoku is the only one doing it.
Yep, and he's doing it. Cleveland Brown way, just like running them over, like dragging them. That's what he does. Like, yeah. All right, next one. AJ Green, the veteran.
No,
not
AJ Green, bro.
Never. I would never want AJ Green on our team.
Not AJ Green, bro.
All right, D-Hop.
I think D-Hop, like, I think of D-Hop and I think of Amari Cooper, just like has more of like a deep ball threat. And again, our quarterback situation, like if Deshaun Watson was playing, I'd be like, oh yeah. And not just because they played together, but it's just like I can see Deshaun Watson throwing it up and D-Hop going and getting it. Again, not just because they played together. But with Brissett, I can't see it.
You can't see it, yeah.
Brissett just can't. And D-Hop can make people miss. That's the thing. But I just can't see Brissett at this point, like getting the ball to people like him. I just can't.
Mm-hmm. All right. What is this? AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
I feel like he could be a good fit for us. He is a Cleveland Brown who isn't a Cleveland Brown.
He does. AJ Brown does have that dog in him. Yeah. Right now, I would love an AJ Brown if we did not have like Njoku. Yeah. Like AJ Brown would basically be our Njoku.
I see that. Njoku at receiver, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. DK Metcalf.
No.
He'll be a better Anthony Schwartz for us.
DK is low-key a pretty boy. I know he plays kind of rough, I know, but like DK like plays like he acts like a pretty boy sometimes. He plays
angry, but he doesn't really give that I see what you're saying. Yeah,
like he wants smoke with people, but it's like he really doesn't. Like
then he doesn't even do anything. This year he's kind of been like this.
Exactly. Like
yeah.
So no.
All right, here we go. This is a good one. Cole Beasley.
Wow.
Cole Beasley, Mr. Route Runner himself. Mr. Get Open.
I feel like, yeah. Like, but and the frustrating thing is I feel like we had, obviously this guy does not possess the same speed, but like David Bell. Like David Bell was literally like and I'm like first team all Big Ten and like it's like, why isn't he on the field? Like I think of Cole Beasley, and Cole Beasley's faster, probably a better route runner, but like I just think like we have that. So
think about that. I feel like it's David Bell is also because like the offense that we run, we do a lot of like tight end set, so it's more tight ends on the field, and you have like one receiver or two receivers, and you have people Jones or Cooper. So when you get the spread out, then you'll see like Bell, but for like I think like 60% of the time, it's always like three tight end set on our team.
Yeah,
like for 60%. That man, could you imagine that? Like Cole Beasley. Wow.
And that's what I mean. The Browns need more people like that
to get open, like just create space, get open.
They need subtle people who can make plays. That's what the Browns need, or people that can actually come into themselves and be a Cleveland Brown. Like that. That's who they need. Like those are the type of people they need. All right, I'm gonna ask you some people who are like, because there's kind of articles, I'm gonna find some more articles, but it's just kind of people that could go in like the trade block possibly. So would you trade them or would you not trade them? And if you did, what's the ideal thing you would want back for it? All right.
Okay.
Ronnie Harrison.
Ronnie Harrison is interesting because I remember in 2019, we traded Joe Schobert for him, and I loved Joe Schobert at the time. I loved Joe Schobert on our team. We traded for him. So Ronnie Harrison, I feel like would I trade Ronnie Harrison? I don't think I would, just because I feel like actually this is tough. This is tough. Ronnie Harrison. I feel like I wouldn't trade him though, just because like who's our third safety? Oh, D'Anthony Bell. I like D'Anthony Bell. I like him, but he's still like a rookie. So
yeah,
if I did trade Harrison, it'd be for like a 4th round pick, something like that. If I did, like give me a 4th, 5th round pick, I'd be cool with it.
Yeah. What about Dearness Johnson? We're just talking about him.
No, I'm not trading Dearness Johnson. I'll trade Kareem Hunt. Can I get more draft value or more value?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I wouldn't trade Dearness Johnson. He can be my number 2 back off the rip. Like right now, I'll put him in number 2 and then trade Kareem Hunt.
You know, I saw an article about this one. This one's crazy. Denzel Ward.
This is ooh. Okay. This is the hard part. This is the hard part though. You want to trade him, but who's gonna pay for his who's paying him the money? What team would pay him the money? Like I'm sure a team. Like, I'm sure like I feel like a team. I'm sure what team needs a corner right now. The Bengals, they might pay him or pay him. No, they probably wouldn't. What team? I think the Giants might pay him that money.
Yeah.
But like, what am I gonna ask from the Giants? Like, would I trade Denzel? No. He's had too many good years, and then this is only his first like iffy year. He's just had too many successful, like he was like an all-pro. I think he was like a 3rd-team all-pro or Pro Bowler last 2 years, top 100 player. So I wouldn't trade him, but he's definitely right now looking kind of iffy. But I wouldn't trade him yet.
Sure. All right, your boy Greedy.
Oh, he's gone, bro. He's long gone. Give me a 6th-round pick for him. I don't care. Give me nothing for him. We cut him. I'll cut him. He can get the cut right now.
I was thinking that. Like I was thinking like preseason even.
He got injured already. Like already injured. I just cut. Like bro, let him go. Let him go.
And his rookie contract is up after this year.
You're not signing him again. We're not re-signing him. He's not going nowhere. I mean, we're not going to keep him. So
I'm like, why don't we just get rid of him? Like,
yeah.
Another one, kind of when he's healthy, and this again is kind of one of those things like, but he just signed a 1 year to us, Clowney.
Would I trade Clowney? No, I wouldn't trade Clowney.
You think he'll
just because he is trade value, but he also was like 30 years old. So I feel like who would want a 30-year-old who's always injured all the time, you know?
Yeah.
But then again, Clowney is good in the run game, and we play a lot of teams this year with good running backs. I feel like or good run teams like the Bengals. You have Lamar Jackson on the Ravens. He always runs the ball. You need him. Like you have the Bills for playing. Who's Josh Allen's a scramble quarterback, so you need him. Like Clowney can be good in some games because of his run defense. Like you may not get like 12 sacks like Miles, but he'll definitely get like tackles for loss in the one game.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I'm gonna go find some because there have been some really big trade rumors, and I'm gonna ask you: should we go up and get these players?
Okay.
So here's one of the biggest ones, and I know it's kind of like it would be a crowded running back room, but Christian McCaffrey.
No, God, no.
Why don't you think so?
Could you imagine having Nick Chubb and McCaffrey on our team?
I know it'd be full, but let's be real. McCaffrey is kind of not becoming a number 1 running back option as much as he was. He's kind of being looked at as a receiving back and almost a slot receiver at this point.
Yo, I feel like Christian McCaffrey. So Christian McCaffrey is kind of that player that Demetric Felton could have been at Christian McCaffrey, but not as the same level. Obviously, it's different levels. Demetric Felton has been like not good this year, and I feel like if we got Christian McCaffrey, we're cutting Demetric Felton. We're cutting him because McCaffrey could do that, but play that slot role and running back role. So if we did do that, but I don't think I'll take Christian McCaffrey. I wouldn't take him. No, I wouldn't.
All right. What about Kenny Galladay?
Kenny. This is Kenny. I feel like Kenny. If I did take Kenny, I would have to give a receiver away. I would give a different receiver away because you can't have all the receivers on the team.
Yeah.
Like,
but Kenny hasn't been getting played though. That's the thing.
Kenny. See, Peoples-Jones has proven that he can catch the ball. Like in these tight situations, like when he's getting covered, he can catch it and snag it. Kenny Galladay. Kenny just had such a bad time in New York. He's just not really.
I feel like he would eat up for us though.
You think so?
I feel like he would go crazy for us.
I don't. Kenny Galladay. I don't know. Kenny's kind of. I mean, I'm trying to think. Why did he work so well in New York or in Detroit and then not fit the Giants? Like, why is that?
I literally heard during a broadcast, it was like the coach was like, "I'm gonna play who's better," and that's why Kenny isn't playing. Honestly,
whoa,
he's got to play who's better, and it says he's out. I guess he got hurt too, but it said like he was like, "I'm gonna play the better person," and even though I think they paid Kenny Galladay a good amount of money,
they did. Yeah, he got a bag.
Yeah, they still said they weren't gonna play him if he wasn't producing, which is very. And plus, I mean, like last season, New York, 76 receptions, 76 targets, 37 receptions, 521 yards, no touchdowns. If you put that on our team,
this is the number one receiver.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And plus, Galladay possesses something that Donovan Peoples-Jones just doesn't possess. Like the Galladay is 6'4", 214. Peoples-Jones is just not that. He's just not that. He's not as elusive. He's not. Kenny Galladay is fun to watch.
Peoples-Jones to me is like Michael Thomas, but I keep saying this. He's like Mike Thomas, like the big receiver who can catch the slant route, but you never expect him to break long runs ever. That's not who he is. Well, right. I trust like if you told me like run a fade route, I would say Peoples-Jones can run a fade route. Like, he'll go get it and then get a toe drag. That's what he'll do. But I don't trust him like on a reverse or like I would never.
Hey, bro,
I would never do it.
Like that little jet sweep we gave him today, bro.
Bro, no, bro.
Good idea, right? That's gonna keep him on their toes, bro.
Bro, that was just Kenny Galladay. That's a good one because Kenny Galladay is a talented receiver who's still like I think he's like 28, 27. So I mean, I wouldn't. But Peoples-Jones right now though is just playing. I think he's playing well, like with Brissett. They just fit together. So I don't know. That's a tough one.
What about Cam Akers?
No, there's no need for Cam. Can't pass block. No. And he towards Achilles, so.
Yeah. What about DJ Moore?
He's the Cleveland Brown, bro. That's the Cleveland Brown right there. No, give me DJ Moore, and I'll trade him Peoples-Jones and 2023 second round pick.
Wow.
Give me more, bro. Give me DJ Moore.
Wow.
I'll take more. I would definitely take more.
You're looking at these stats, man. These stats are. I mean, DJ Moore he's underrated.
Underrated, bro.
He is underrated. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And probably like a few things until we kind of sign this off. Who do you think can help us? Obviously, since Jakeem Grant towards ACL, I know they're probably gonna talk about him coming back next year.
I forgot we had him on the team.
Yeah. Like, what do you think we like? I mean, let's be real. Like, return specialists. If Jakeem Grant doesn't get it done, who do we need to take us? Like,
go sign Deshaun Jackson right now. Go sign Deshaun Jackson. He is like 30, whatever, 33. But he is still a 4.4 speed. He still has that speed on him. I mean, he is still that, bro. I would take Deshaun Jackson. Like, go sign him. Just for the return game. Just for that. He's a better threat deep wise than Anthony Schwartz is.
Yep.
Like, you could put him in that play spot as a deep threat more than you could Schwartz. I would trust him more than Schwartz.
And Deshaun Jackson.
I don't know if it Deshaun Jackson. I think that could fit low key. I think he could.
And return. Deshaun Jackson would give Cleveland that swag too, bro.
He would, bro. He would.
He would give Cleveland that swag.
Yeah.
Cleveland needs it. They definitely. We got Jacoby Brissett. We got Butterbread at quarterback. Jacoby. Yeah, bro.
Oh God, man, Deshaun Jackson. I could see that as return, man. I could see that, yeah.
So what do you think our chances are of winning next week?
We're playing. Well, who play next week?
Ravens.
Okay, so they're gonna run all over us probably. I'm not sure if Clowney's back yet. Miles Garrett's injured like today, so they'll probably have over 150 rushing yards probably easily. Like passing game.
Duvernay might light us, bro.
Mark Andrews is a mismatch for anybody, so they'll probably that's your favorite target. Mark Andrews is like underrated. He's probably a top three. He's probably a top 3 tight end. And to me, he's top 3.
Yeah.
Like today, I think today he had like 100 yards, touchdown, like 10 catches or something like that. Like he's his number one target. Like Mark Andrews can catch it. He's fast. He's blocking, but who cares if he can do all that? So
yeah,
I think and Lamar needs that kind of target, a big target because his arm is still,
Yeah.
And then Lamar by himself is a mismatch for anybody. Like obviously Koromoa and Phillips are gonna, be there as the athletic linebackers to stop the running, but Lamar is just so dynamic. And their defense is always,
Oh, those DBs lock us up.
Yeah, they're always like Cooper's not getting away from Humphrey or Peters. Maybe we'll get a couple plays here and there. And Njoku, I feel like Patrick Queen will have Njoku the entire time. I do not trust our O-line. I do not trust him right now. You have a third string center. You have a second string right guard. You have a second string right tackle. You have Jedrick Wills, who's just nothing but a pretty boy, and then you got Antonio, who is playing good like always. But I just don't trust the O-line, bro. The O-line is I don't know.
I wish, I think the only thing that would have made this disappointment hurt a little less is if, the quarterback was anybody else except Jacoby Brissett. Because Brissett has somewhat established himself as, a can get it done when he has to quarterback.
Yeah, quarterback.
But the fact that he can't get it done right now is really disappointing, top with the defense. But, I mean, Brissett, again, 5 touchdowns, 5 picks. You're not going to win many games like that.
Yep.
You're just not.
Yep.
And it's the fact he's played like that. It just, again, if you gave me Joshua Dobbs, if Dobbs wins 2 games, I'm going to be like, hey. But I expected Brissett to win 4 games and just hand the ball off, throw his 200 yards, and
throw one touchdown pass. Yeah, just something like that.
Dude, it's crazy, bro. Jacoby Brissett apparently came out of high school as a 4-star too.
And I was thinking how is Brissett in high school this dominant quarterback, and in college he was a third round quarterback or third round in college or draft pick, so he was obviously good, but it just shows how talented the NFL is. You could be so good in high school or so good in college and just be completely terrible in the NFL.
Absolutely.
It's just the NFL is so much talent. It's just crazy how good they are at football.
Yeah.
It just shows how good Nick Chubb is. Nick Chubb is the best. If you're ever the best at your position in the world, imagine being the best wide receiver in the NFL, the best running back, the best quarterback. You know how good you have to be the best?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's insane. That'd be insane.
The best running back is on the Browns,
and we still can't win games.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's running back at 57.
Because in high school you can have one good player, you can win games, bro. In high school you can have one good player and win games. In the NFL, you have to. It's kind of hard to do that unless you have a defensive end, which is better than everyone else.
Exactly.
Like a prime Von Miller, just better than everyone, just wrecking games, something like that.
Exactly.
Like Aaron Donald, but it's just
we're the Browns.
NFL is tough.
Yeah, we're the Browns.
Yeah, we're the Browns, man. Browns are the Browns.
All right, last question.
All right.
Do we start Dobbs next week?
Against the Ravens? No.
What if Brissett continues to not play? I mean, Brissett's played well certain games, but what if he plays not well these next few games? Do you just use Dobbs as a placeholder until Watson comes back to also give Dobbs the experience? Because let's be real, when Watson comes back, we're probably going to trade Brissett.
Brissett's going. He's going. Yeah, he's going. Yeah.
So it's do we train up Dobbs so he can become a viable backup in case?
Yeah, I say if Brissett doesn't perform how we should have Brissett, but if he doesn't perform like how we know he should perform, obviously, like I feel like you could put Dobbs in there and get him some playing time. I thought today should have played. Like at the end of the game, I thought after it was like 38 to like 15, like let's put Dobbs in, and they kept Brissett. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know. Just get the backup in the game, but I think after this year's over, we're definitely gonna trade Brissett. Like, there's no way we're keeping him. There's no way. There's no reason to. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right. Browns 2-4. We live in a good life.
That is just how are we 2-4? How?
I couldn't even tell you. But best case scenario, we get a fire lit underneath our tails. We come back against the Baltimore and Cincy, and we go for 4. So because the NFL, I mean, the fact that the Steelers beat the Buccaneers today, the fact the Jets won today shows. I mean, the NFL, like you said, it's different than any other level of football.
Any team can win, yeah.
So it's like even next week, if the Browns can scheme, because Nick Chubb has had some great games against the Ravens.
Yep. And some bad ones too, yeah.
If they can, and if Njoku can play well, if Nick Chubb, if the defense can actually get together, because again, Lamar has not looked that great this season. He has not. I mean, yes, he had his few games against the Dolphins.
Yeah, a couple games, he had like 5 touchdown passes. Yeah,
he's went insane. But a few games, he's looked very suspect at certain times. So if we can get him, and the Bengals have looked kind of iffy as well. Like, to be honest, we could get back to, but again, the Bills and the Buccaneers, I don't know about that.
The Bills is gonna be like one of those games that you just like, you turn it on for like 2 minutes and you're like, yeah, this is over. Turn it back off. Like,
I might not even watch it.
Watch it, yeah. It's not like that game. I just don't see us doing good against the Bills. I just don't see it.
Me either. I'm gonna pray for Jacoby Brissett that day, because that's
for real, bro. Pray for Jedrick Wills. Pray for him, or Jack Conklin, yo. Like any tackle, pray for them.
Pray for Greedy, bro, because them Bill slot receivers are, bro. If Greedy gets on,
Gabe Davis is gonna eat. Oh, Stephon Diggs is gonna eat Greedy up.
If Diggs gets on Greedy, bro, I'm praying for him. Because,
bro,
oh my goodness.
Could you imagine like 4th and 1, game on the line? You got Greedy Williams. They motion Diggs to Greedy Williams' side, and you got Stephon Diggs, which is Greedy Williams. 4th and 1, 4th and goal for the game.
I would cry.
I would say yes over it. So now, like
either this.
I have no faith in Greedy, none.
They're gonna be a fade, and he's gonna catch it back not over his shoulder, because that's.
And then he's gonna see Greedy on the ground, like
or
with his long arm sleeves.
So he's gonna leave him on the ground. He's either gonna do that or he's gonna do a zig route. And Greedy would get cooked either way.
Greedy's gonna fall down, yo.
It ain't just because I'm hating on Greedy Williams. He has the mentality, I'm that guy, but you're not that guy.
But you're not showing it, though. You're not showing it.
Like you haven't really proved yourself, but you keep on talking that stuff. Like, that's what irritates me. You hold every single play, and you're like, I'm that guy. You're not that guy.
But you've been in the league now. You've been in the league now. This is your what, 4th year, 3rd year in the league? 4th year.
Yeah, 4th year, yeah.
Okay, he's thinking he's that guy from college. Well, in college you were that guy, but in the NFL you're just like a normal corner, like an average guy. Like, you're not doing nothing. So you gotta show it. You gotta show it.
Justin Gilbert Sr., bro. Justin Gilbert Jr., I'm telling you.
Oh, bro. Gilbert was that. I'm not even gonna start on him.
All right, I think we're gonna wrap this up. This is gonna go into YouTube.
All right, better do it.
Honestly, appreciate you for popping out, especially with the brown bonnet, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, this Bonnet boy. Come on now, Bonnet boy all the way.
Gotta rep out for Cleveland, bro. Gotta rep.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, of course. And I hope hopefully next week we can be like, bro, that win, bro. That was
hopefully have a different conversation next week. Different conversation for sure.
And hopefully we can say Anthony Schwartz scored a touchdown to win the game.
You can say he caught a pass, something like that. He caught a pass, you know.
Again, bro, we might rename this to the Anthony Schwartz show, bro. I don't want to do it.
We might have to.
But
we might have to.
No, bro. We'll see how this plays. All right, bro. I'll see you, bro. I'll see you next week. Or Friday, actually.
Friday. Yep. Friday.
I'll see you, bro.
All right, so.